Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there. And that's cool, not like I care.
This is a question for the men and the men only. What is the real reason that you've given up on dating altogether or haven't dated in 10 plus years? Every single day in my comment section, anytime I talk about dating or relationships or getting married, the majority of men in my comments are saying that they're no longer interested in dating. And I really want to know the reason. Like, what was the final straw for y'all to finally say, you know what, I had enough? Plus, there's this weird information going around that by 2030, like, heterosexual couples will be non-existent, people are not having babies and this and that. And do you think that's because men have stopped dating or because women have stopped dating and people have equally stopped dating? Or is it because men are not pursuing women anymore? I'm really interested to see the comments or the duets on this post as to why y'all have stopped dating in the first place. Did you have a toxic ex? Did you go through a terrible divorce? Did she take everything? Or have you been on dates and they've just been so fucking awful that you finally said, forget it? So what's the real reason that you gave up dating altogether? Okay, bye.
Many women take pride in the challenges they've overcome, and that's completely understandable. Strength, resilience, and independence are admirable qualities. However, when a relationship becomes defined by constant confrontation or disrespect, it can create unnecessary tension. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, open communication, and a willingness to work together. While being strong is important, treating each other with kindness and respect is what allows a relationship to grow and succeed.
So I'm single and I'm just trying to be like aware of men in the world, okay? And do single men like go anywhere without a chaperone? Like I'm actually starting to panic. Like where are they? Like where are they? I feel like anytime I see a man vaguely my age, like a woman appears, a child appears, that is a father. Where are the single men? Where are they? Do they not go to the grocery store? I've like never seen a man at Target. How do you eat? Like you can't exclusively go to sports games with the bros. Where are you? Like I know I'm at a deficit because I go to like Broadway shows and tap dancing lessons and I work from home, but like I exist in public. I go out for drinks, I go to coffee shops, I go to the mall, I go to the store. Where are they? Where are they going? Where are they? Do they go anywhere? Like, do men only go places if their girlfriend made them, if they have a child to feed? Help.
Many women today proudly present themselves as strong, independent, and successful, with social media often celebrating confidence, ambition, and empowerment. These qualities are admirable, and there's nothing wrong with striving for personal or financial success. However, an online image doesn't always reflect real life. In some cases, people who appear wealthy or self-sufficient may still face financial difficulties or seek financial support through online donations or crowdfunding. It's often this gap between the carefully curated image and reality, not independence or ambition itself, that attracts criticism and sparks public debate.
So they are so self-conscious about everything they do and say with the opposite sex that they're no longer approaching girls, they're not asking girls out, and I don't know. I guess they're just hiding in their rooms on their PS5s, becoming incels. So don't worry about the digital. Go analog. Look her in the eye. Ask her out. If she says no, that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. And my dad always said, you're never going to dance with the prom queen unless you tap her on the shoulder. So go tap someone's shoulder and then tap that ass.
Another common discussion centers on the tendency to focus heavily on high expectations for a partner while placing less emphasis on personal growth. Everyone has a right to set standards and know what they want in a relationship. At the same time, building a healthy, lasting relationship also requires self-awareness, emotional maturity, and a willingness to grow. Many people are still developing the stability, communication skills, and personal qualities needed for the kind of relationship they hope to have. Investing in self-improvement can be just as valuable as defining the qualities you're looking for in someone else.
Bro, imagine you 27, you work in a salary job, you pay your car note, your rent, insurance, your light bill, water bill, gas bill, all your other expenses now. And you struggling to do that. Now, imagine someone expecting you to pay theirs as well, and dates, and buy gifts. And then, if you don't do that, you get blasted, and they say you are not being a man. There's a reason now 80% of men are not trying to date and are staying single right now. Be honest. It's crazy. Crazy.
Many men today are choosing a quieter, more intentional way of living rather than withdrawing from society altogether. They continue to work, spend time with family and friends, and pursue hobbies such as hiking, sports, camping, travel, and other personal interests, instead of avoiding relationships entirely. Some are simply becoming more selective about the connections they invest in and the expectations they accept. From their perspective, the goal isn't isolation but finding balance, peace, and relationships built on mutual respect. When they feel their values, boundaries, or priorities aren't equally appreciated, some choose to focus their energy on people and environments where respect, understanding, and reciprocity are shared.
I got a question for the fellas because I'm trying to understand the dynamic now and how all this got misconstrued. Why is it that men nowadays, when it comes to dating, they don't believe in pursuing a woman, aka chasing a woman? What is the big issue with a man pursuing a woman? I don't just mean you making the first move. I mean like you actively pursuing this woman, calling her, texting her, planning dates. Why is it now we're in this day and age where men are like, oh, you could call me, oh, I was waiting on you to call me, I was waiting on you to text me, I was waiting on you to make the first move. For what? Criticize me all y'all want, but I am an old-fashioned girly. I was raised by my grandmothers. I believe in the old school ways and how things are supposed to go. If you that type of man where you think you are the prize, honestly, this video ain't for you, because I believe that women are the prize, because we're the ones that get chose. We're the ones that get picked. When a man findeth a wife, a man findeth a good thing. And I'm not even the type of woman to sit up here and think that I'm equal to a man. I think that a man is most definitely above me. My husband is for sure above me. Your heavenly father, your husband, everything else immediately after that. I'm not the one to sit up here and try to say I'm equal to a man and we on the same. No, we not. A man is above me. My husband is above me. So let's get that clear and out the way. Boom. My biggest issue that I have in my dating life is men are so lazy. I was waiting on you to call me. I was waiting on you to text me. No, sir. You asked me for my number. I gave it to you. It's up to you to call me, check on me, see how I'm doing. You're trying to get me. This is my thing. I don't ever make the first move on a man. I let men come get me. You want me? Come get me.
Some people expect grand romantic gestures from the very first date, such as flowers, expensive dinners, or elaborate plans, before a genuine connection has had time to develop. While thoughtful gestures can be meaningful and appreciated, they often have greater value when they arise naturally as a relationship grows. In the early stages of dating, it's usually more beneficial to focus on getting to know one another through honest conversation, shared values, compatibility, and mutual effort. As trust, respect, and genuine interest deepen, acts of kindness and romance tend to feel more authentic and meaningful rather than something expected or obligatory.
Why men love being single. No one is punishing him because she had a bad dream. He doesn't have to explain why he looked off for 2 seconds. He doesn't have to explain every normal behavior. Why he was in the bathroom for 5 extra minutes. Why he took a nap. Why he was quiet. Why he wants alone time. Why he's not in the mood to talk. Why he spent money on something that he genuinely loves that makes him so happy. A lot of women don't realize how much stress they can bring into a man's life if they're not paying attention. A man often feels like he has no autonomy when he's in a relationship, and that everything he does is wrong. But here's the thing is, in the beginning of the relationship, you seem to like him as he is. But then as the relationship continues, you want to change everything about him. All the unique things that you used to do that made him happy, you sometimes stop doing, and instead you're hyper-analyzing him 24/7. You're asking him why he liked a specific post. You're asking him why he spent 5 extra minutes at work. You ask him why he wants to still see his friends. And then he's constantly under pressure 24/7 for the silliest little things when he never used to have to deal with that before. Ladies, you are not competing with other women. You are competing with a man's peace. If a man feels like it will be more peaceful to be without you, he'll usually choose peace.
In many relationships, people can become so focused on what they expect from their partner that they overlook the effort, support, and care already being given. A healthy relationship isn't built on one person's responsibilities alone. It thrives when both partners contribute, appreciate one another, and work together through life's challenges. Instead of focusing only on what a partner should provide, it's important for each person to reflect on their own role in creating a strong and lasting connection. Mutual respect, gratitude, open communication, and consistent effort from both sides are what truly build trust and keep a relationship balanced over time.
This is where I feel frustrated, is where I just think that it just doesn't make sense to me how women are not being asked out on dates. Like, there are so many beautiful women, like, come on, like, just shoot your shot. But a lot of the things that the guys were telling me, and these were guys from the ages of like 19 to 40, was like, no, we don't want to intimidate a woman. If we see them on the street, like, we'll cross the road so that they feel safe.
I do that.
No, we don't want to come across creepy. So I do see that obviously culture has really like removed this from the man, this kind of like the art of the chase. And then that, I think, in effect is making more men passive.
A lot of this has to do with, of course, feminism, but the hashtag #MeToo movement. The level of awareness on sexual harassment, which is a good thing, the awareness needed to be there.
Yeah.
But there has been such a level of overcorrection, so much to the point that even a man just approaching you on the street is harassment. Mm-hmm. And the issue what a lot of men see is you can have two guys do the exact same approach. One's harassing her and one is received well. And the only difference is that she sees one as being attractive.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but that's not really fair.
It's
like,
not fair. But for a lot of good men, they're like, okay, well, the only way I'm going to know if you find me attractive is if I approach you. But if I get it wrong and you don't, that's a harassment case. So for a lot of men, it's like, it's not worth the risk.
Many people believe that more men would feel comfortable approaching someone if they knew that a polite rejection would simply end the interaction. A respectful compliment or invitation, when offered with genuine courtesy, shouldn't automatically be seen as inappropriate. At the same time, expressing interest never entitles anyone to a positive response. If the answer is no, it should be accepted with maturity and respect. Healthy interactions are built on clear communication, mutual respect, and the understanding that everyone has the right to express interest or decline it, without facing hostility, ridicule, or personal attacks.
Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone. Literally no one is approachable anymore, no one looks at each other, everyone's heads down, and no one's smiling or just seems happy. Literally no one's socializing. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street that does not want to be bothered and ask him if he is single? I feel like I give off the most approachable vibes. I'm always smiling, looking pleasant, not looking at my phone. I don't wear my headphones. Literally never once. I've never been approached. Fucking get this. I was talking to a guy I matched with on Cuffed. We were talking on the phone, had the fucking best conversation ever. Ghost me. He literally ghosts me. Just now, if you have like a really good phone call with a guy you matched with on a dating app like Raya, Cuffed, Tinder, or whatever, I guess you just ghost them immediately. It's funny though, like on the phone when we were talking, I asked him if he like ever approaches a girl at a bar or in the street, and he was like, no, God, no. So I guess maybe that was just a red flag. That men forget that they literally have the power in the situation, so that's why everyone's single.
Some believe the dating landscape has changed because fewer men are initiating conversations or making the first move than in previous years. As a result, it can seem like potential partners are harder to find, even though they're still present in the same workplaces, social circles, and everyday environments. The difference is that many people have become more cautious and selective about when, where, and how they express romantic interest. This shift has changed the way dating is experienced, making opportunities feel less frequent and less obvious than they once did.